Hello and welcome to Off the Shelf with Phil and Dave, the movie talk show where each week one of us takes a movie off our shelf and presents it to the other to discuss. Here we are back on the couch, Dave. I have to ask you, why is this movie on your shelf?
I heard a lot of rumblings about this movie back in 2010. And I did like Leo already at that point. Blood Diamond was 2008.
Okay.
He's pretty much my guy at that point.
From Titanic right through to Blood Diamond, he's your boy.
Yeah, Titanic. I don't know. And Nolan's not a guy I know at this point.
We've established you're a Nolan guy, but not yet.
Exactly. This is the beginning.
Wow, origin story right here.
But as you know, I started at the video store in September of 2010.
Yes.
This came out on DVD in December of 2010.
Right in your wheelhouse.
Exactly.
Right in your pocket.
You would have been putting it out on the wall.
Yeah.
I think I saw you doing it one day. You look good.
It's gorgeous.
Look good.
Love that wall. I miss it.
I assume I brought it home because we had unlimited rentals.
Mm-hmm.
And I did own it on DVD. I don't know where I got the DVD from, though.
Okay.
That's the fuzzy
Probably
part.
stole it from
I
the
did
store.
not. I played a clean game there.
I'm
No.
checking the
Kept
P&L reports.
I kept the games longer than I should have, yes. But they always came back. And then the 4K came out in 2017.
Yeah.
And that's the horizon, if you will, of the surround sound era. I think
Okay.
that's about right, where you and I had a little friendly competition of bigger TVs, better sound systems, Onkyos,
Yep.
Denons.
Sure.
But
Sony at the time for me, but yeah.
Sure. And I knew that movie would be perfect for a sound system since I didn't see it in theater.
Mm-hmm.
So that summarizes to why this movie is on my shelf.
Wonderful.
I'm not sure if it stays on. Sometimes you make a valid argument, Phil.
It's true.
Yeah.
When I heard you were taking this movie off the shelf this week, I thought, thank goodness you're giving me a freebie. I don't have to listen to any other bullshit from your shelf. It's a movie I know. It's a movie I love. No problem.
There you go.
I'm a Nolan guy. I never
Claimed otherwise.
I never claimed otherwise, unlike some other people on this couch.
You planted that idea in my head. I see it now. Well, I've been on a roll on movies lately.
It's true.
So I figured this was a safety net to keep the streak alive.
It is, but it's a movie I knew going in, whereas the last couple have been movies that I was surprised to like.
Yeah.
This one, no brainer. Now, I've owned this movie on DVD and on 4K and Blu-ray. Like, I've lived with this movie for a long time.
Okay.
Saw it in the theater.
Okay.
Nolan guy long before you.
I imagine you loved the theater experience.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Really excited. Felt like this guy is a fucking filmmaker. It's incredible.
And you've bought this movie 3 times.
Totally.
Minimum.
I hated this movie the first watch.
Wow.
I just thought, I don't care.
What?
I was bored by it somehow. I was frustrated by it somehow. Annoyed.
Interesting.
Thought, this is, I don't want to say garbage, but I was like, this is a bad movie. I have no interest in anything that's happening here.
And that's a big difference between just, it's not as good as it used to be.
Sure.
Because I've watched it several times.
Correct.
This is an outright, I don't want to watch
Like,
this movie
I don't
anymore.
think I like this movie.
I did not expect that.
I did not either.
Can I ask you this?
Please.
Was it the exposition, the explanation of everything?
That was a big part of it.
Is that a big part of it? Because I got inklings of, okay, I've heard
get
this
it.
enough. I understand. But at the same time, as a new watcher, it needs to be there because this movie is already terribly confusing.
It's pretty complicated and complex, and I think that was part of my issue. I was like, Chris Nolan, go fuck yourself. I was frustrated by just how clever it was, or how clever it thought it was, or how clever it wanted to be. And then, stopping the movie every half an hour for a 10-minute exposition about what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it. I just was like, fuck this movie.
You weren't having it.
I wasn't having it. Now, I had to pump the brakes. I stepped away.
Okay.
I had a very rough week. I got to be completely frank and transparent.
You're bringing that into
and
the
I
show.
think I brought it in.
Okay. You're
Because
projecting.
I brought my projections because the fucking mall came in as I was watching it. She came in and interrupted me. That's how I knew I was in trouble.
Yeah. Good looking, though.
Yeah. So I went and took a few days off.
Okay.
And I rewatched it.
Fresh eyes.
Yeah.
Got
Clear
some more
eyes,
REM
full
sleep,
hearts.
maybe.
A little bit of REM. And I was like, okay, this
You're back
is
in.
a near masterpiece. Let's look to IMDb to maybe explain a few things for us.
Hopefully
This is what,
not so long, I hope.
hopefully not. This is what IMDb has to say. Old Faithful.
Okay.
A thief who steals corporate secrets through the use of dream-sharing technology is given the inverse task of planting an idea into the mind of a CEO but his tragic past may doom the project and his team to disaster.
Ironically, a little lengthy,
Pretty long. Yep.
but I feel like it needs to be.
Sure.
I don't know what I would take out. How would we shorten that? Other than
That's a test we're not going to.
Making the font smaller. Did you have to hit the more button?
I did have to hit the more button.
Yeah,
you know you're in trouble when you hit the more button.
That's true. But you got to give Nolan credit. So I think we can allow.
Yeah, if you're doing a Chris Nolan movie, you're going to hit a little more.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's articulated well.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's talk about the concept of the movie.
Please.
Dream within a dream.
Yeah.
It's happened to me.
Tell me more.
I don't like that. Tell me more. I don't think you believe me.
Well, I need convincing.
You need convincing.
Explain it.
Well, coincidentally, it came after a watch of this movie. Probably about 7-8 years ago now.
Okay.
I remember being asleep, recognizing the fact that I am in a dream, and then I am in a dream. So,
wow.
Yeah.
I have not remembered a dream in a very long time.
I'd get that checked out.
Yeah, they say that. And
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I was young, like having pretty vivid dreams, mostly when I was sick. It was like fever dreams, like these kinds of like really crazy,
those
wacky
are good.
stuff.
Makes you want the fever.
Yeah, lots of weird stuff, like really memorable things.
Delusional.
But in my adult life, for the most part, I couldn't tell you. Now, maybe it's because I have bad sleeps.
Honestly, yeah, my watch records it all, but I have dreams 2-3 times a week that I remember.
Oh, yeah.
Or at least either I remember for 10 minutes afterwards. I still remember Everest.
Sure.
But I can honestly say I get above average REM sleep. And I know I do, not because of my watch.
The lucid dream.
I wake up like, oh, that was cool. That was neat.
I like that.
Or, man, I really had to take a pee. Gotta hate that.
I had, here's a really embarrassing story from when I was a kid. I was having a dream. And in the dream, this part I remember vividly, I was too old to be doing what's about to happen. Maybe 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
But I was not a wetter of my bed as a young person.
On any normal given
exactly.
day. Gotcha.
But in this dream, I am, for whatever reason, I'm at a hockey game.
Who's playing?
Didn't get that far. But I am racing towards a washroom in the dream.
Yeah.
Rushing, hurrying.
Absolutely.
I got to get there.
Of course.
And
Gotta go.
so in the dream, I pull up to the stall and I just start peeing.
Okay.
Turns out I am also in full release here in the bed.
Actual.
Yeah. So I peed my bed, but really was peeing in my dream.
The good thing about that, if there's a silver lining, because when it happens to me and I'm not actually peeing, because, well, at this point I'm in my 40s, that'd be really embarrassing.
Yeah.
I think you can still get away with it on a certain level when you're 7 or 8.
Sure.
I don't think any less of you. I get other reasons for that.
Yeah.
Is after I pee in the dream, I still have to go. It never goes away until I actually wake up and go. So for you, you might feel a little moist
Rolled
down there.
over and forgot all about it.
Might be a little uncomfortable. I'm assuming you're out of diapers at that point, though.
Yeah, I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I just peed the bed. I couldn't believe it. I was so kind of mortified.
Yeah, because I know a guy in grade 5, crinkle, crinkle, I could hear it.
Okay.
Still wearing diapers.
Questionable.
I'm sure it's not his fault.
You grew up in the country. People aren't that smart.
Yeah. I was going to say his name first and last, but I don't think that would be very nice.
I thought his name was Crinkle Crinkle. So I'm glad that...
No, you could hear the crinkle, crinkle. Yeah. Maybe I didn't even hear it, but the rumor was this guy still wears diapers.
Yeah.
So that crinkle, crinkle
could have been anything, but
yeah, manifested.
Triggers.
Yeah,
sure.
I hear it. Interesting. This movie also establishes a few rules, which I think is important because they come into play later. More importantly,
for all my faults on that first watch, the plotting in the screenplay itself is incredible. Everything sets up and pays off.
Yeah, by the book.
Makes complete sense. It follows its own rules. It confuses the audience maybe at the beginning, but it is always on its point.
I wonder, though, if you get shot in the dream, like Maul does to JGL, pain is in the mind.
That's
I've heard that before, so it's probably true.
Yeah, I remember hearing once you stub your toe.
Yeah.
The first thing you should do is punch your arm.
Oh, to just take the focus off of
because your brain can't handle both.
Oh.
So it's like all your synapses, all your pain feelings going to shooting to one spot. So if you
spread it out, buddy,
punch your arm, you feel 100% of your pain in one, or you pay 50% of pain in the other, and so forth. So that was a trick that somebody told me.
I will try that because I have this pesky couch situation and I don't have the right amount of space, and I've been just hitting things lately.
Okay.
And I'm getting frustrated by it. I get mad at myself. Like, I should know better.
Yeah.
It's always been there.
Yeah, the couch isn't new. The wall hasn't been built.
Yeah. So either I can just walk better or try that. Good idea. Cool. But I wonder if after he wakes up, is he still feeling that pain? Like, he seemed pretty fine afterwards, so I don't know how long the
dream when he gets shot and like, it's scream, whatever.
Yeah, is it when he wakes up, all of a sudden he's perfectly fine?
Probably.
Okay. And speaking of waking up, if the other way of doing it is the kick.
Yes.
Which is a bathtub, which you love.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love a good
Bathtub's
bath.
my favorite.
Rubber ducky. And that gives us one example of how you would wake up without getting your brains blown up. So they lay it out real nice, and we get our first set of characters. Not the whole picture, but we get Cobb.
Yep.
Played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
Your boy.
Yeah. And we have Nash.
Lucas Haas.
JGL, of course. We have history with him.
We can't go too far without a JGL movie.
I want to say our fifth one.
He just shows up in things.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that.
Sure.
I like him.
From Halloween H20 to Looper.
Yeah.
To this.
Throwing
to 50 First Dates. No, 50 First Dates, you stupid idiot.
500 Days of
500
Summer.
Days of Summer.
And that's your pick.
I know. Coincidentally, 50 First Dates is about memory loss, so maybe that's it.
You disappoint me more every week, Phil. And, of course, Sato. Let's not forget the tourist.
Yes, he's going to wish he didn't
stay at home for that one. You know your job, right? You're just the business guy. You let these guys do their
That's the problem with these business people. They get so much money, they think, I can be an astronaut.
Go to Mars.
No problem.
Yeah. You know they're not even really going to space when they go. If you ask Neil deGrasse High, what's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He's like, they're not really going to space. They're going to
the atmosphere.
Atmosphere. I could do that on a good day.
The right set of circumstances.
In my dreams.
You get the right wind.
I'm tall. But I want to finish with a question for you. After we see all these setups, do you think the idea of this movie is cool? The idea of a dream sharing machine, as IMDb so elegantly put it.
Yeah.
And going into and having someone host the dream.
Yeah.
That's their server and your projections and rugs that are polyester, perhaps.
Because I don't dream or like have any real memories of the dream.
Yeah.
I have no real interest or familiarity or connection to the dream world other than A Nightmare on Elm Street, which you unfortunately declined. So
gracefully.
I'll never be able to really dive into my nightmare dreams here.
Many more seasons, buddy.
But the existential world, it doesn't really tickle me.
That's fair. I think I might tickle you a little bit later, though, when we get into the building part of things. Because you used to have Lego.
I did, yeah, but I never liked to play
That's a pretty safe question.
Yeah,
or safe.
everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
I never liked to play that.
I stopped with Lego. I designed the Enterprise a couple times. That's it. I was done.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Now, for a mere 550 Canadian dollars, you can get your own Starship.
Come on here. What are we doing here? I can build it for next to nothing.
Right
Mine was glorious.
To the detail of...
Well, I certainly didn't have a 10 forward.
Exactly.
I'll tell you that
That's
much.
Right. That's what you're missing. That's what 550 gets you.
I know. And I was using those big green blocks as the base.
God. Come on.
It's pretty
you
hideous,
call that
actually.
an Enterprise?
Oh, my God. Looking back, it was pretty...
Excelsior at best.
Bucket of bolts. Like most movies, we have a plot. I find seems to be an important part of the recipe, like the flour, if you will. I was making banana bread the other day, and we didn't have butter. So I said, well, I just won't make it with butter.
Problem solved.
No, you need to put at least oil in it. Yeah. So I'm trying to put the oil in at the end when it's already in the pan and it's just not taken.
That's not gonna do it.
Wasn't the best banana bread, but it was edible.
That's all you can hope for.
Like a good pair of panties, my friend.
Have you ever had those? Like a fruit roll-up.
I always felt like the word should be eatable.
Yeah.
Why is it edible? It's eatable.
Sure.
You can eat it.
Yeah.
Let's not complicate things. I don't get it. Keep it simple.
Now, the plot, Dave, it's complicated. I'm going to have to slow it way down here. Sato has got a mission. And the mission is he needs this Fisher person, Maurice, his corporation, to effectively lose their control.
Yeah. Break up the company.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so the way that Sato is intending to do this is hiring Cobb and team to plant the idea to break up the corporation and therefore allowing Sato's company to flourish.
Yeah. He has seen how they do at Extraction.
Yes.
Now he wants to see how they can do at Inception.
Yeah.
Pretty basic. Considering the movie's incredibly complex and complicated, The plot isn't, really.
Yeah,
We need you to do this.
That's it.
How you do it is your problem.
That's it.
Okay? But I'll make sure you get it done.
Yep. And Cobb's treat, let's say, for succeeding is he gets to go home. He's been ostracized.
We don't know why at this point, but he
Nope.
can't go back to
Can't
America.
go back home.
Makes you kind of curious.
So he says to Sato, I'll do this, but for that I get my papers.
Yeah. And now if this was 2026, I don't think he'd want to go back. Things are a little bit better here in France, which you don't say that often.
Nobody says that often.
And then we get our second set of characters. Tom Hardy, always nice to see him. He's done a range of roles where he's got a lot of makeup on for like a gangster role, like
Legend.
almost barely recognizable. Not Colin Farrell level, but not a pretty man in that one.
No, he's willing to do just about anything.
Yeah.
He's Venom. Good-looking man.
Yeah.
He's in
Bane.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Crap.
Your favorite.
That's the only.
That's the reason you're not a Nolan guy.
Well, maybe
But
that's
that's
how
after this movie.
that got blown way out of proportion. That's what happened there. Yes, I walked out of that film.
Yeah.
I've
Is it
come
after
back.
this movie? I can't remember.
I don't know. It's in around there.
Yeah.
But that's on his resume. That would be the only one that is a X
Hard
for me.
X.
Not the movie itself, but the Bane character, just his voice in the theater.
Mhm.
I'm out. I couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Hated it.
Pretty quickly, too, from what I understand.
Those were back in my like sippy days. So I just no tolerance. For
High
all.
tolerance.
Yeah,
but-
a lot for that. Absolutely. But the thing I really want to touch on was the architect.
Oh, okay. Ethan Page.
Exactly. So that idea, that character, building the worlds
Mhm.
and bringing them to life. And like in the movie, they couldn't stay away. Like
Pure creativity.
pure creativity. And back in 2012, 2015, all those watches, I didn't really think much of it. But as you know, when I'm in something, I'm in it deep. I go hard.
Yeah.
That's why I have no fun anymore.
That's right. You've stripped yourself of all joy.
This is it.
Yes.
That's not. This
It's
isn't
not a
great.
good sign.
Okay. No offense. Nice couch.
It's a nice couch.
It's comfortable.
I don't know.
But my wife got me using AI a bit, like Chat GPT. Like, why don't you get it to write this email that you're struggling with,
Gotcha.
or this intro to your show, or little things like that? They're not big tasks where I wouldn't think to do that because I like the creative control.
Okay.
So I started getting into a little bit of AI. I got to analyze some stuff that I wanted to be analyzed. Like, oh my gosh, this is pretty cool. It's getting great details.
Yeah.
But because of my personality traits,
You went deep.
I
did
went
you?
deep. So I was curious about the whole AI role play thing.
Okay. Mhm.
A real human being builds that idea. It says it
Creates
right
the
on.
scenario.
Creates the scenario,
Yeah.
and then artificial intelligence helps play it out.
Okay.
It facilitates it. The creator has, that's it.
Mhm.
They're done with it. They're
Yep.
moving on to their next project, and then AI takes it from there. For example, I was, walking into a forest, and I walked by a pond. Next thing you know, there was a talking tree. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then I run into this hobbit who's picking berries. And then I just have sex with them repeatedly, which to some people might be a little bit strange.
Sure.
I'm kidding, of course.
course.
But the funny thing is, there's moments where like, oh, I created this world.
Is it
didn't.
because it's tailored to you?
It can be. Like you're sort of selecting.
But the more you interact with it, does it become
Yes.
more like what your likes and dislikes
Exactly.
are and interests are?
The idea doesn't come from me. So it's made me think of Inception. I almost tricked myself to thinking I came up with this, but really I didn't. And my projections are coming in.
Sure.
I was amazed at the similarity to this. Obviously, this machine takes it to a whole other level because you're actually inside of it. This is just you're reading text.
Yes.
But your brain is
Filling the gaps.
living it out.
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day and I thought about that forest.
Did you pee yourself?
No, I think I was okay. I was okay. But almost like it became a memory.
Yeah.
Like I'm creating new memories from this experience that this person
Remember
created.
that time where I was by the creek, humping
Yeah.
the gnome?
And I just got a sense of how powerful that was.
Sure.
And I was eager
To get back.
to get back, just to see what other world I could build
Sure.
and what the possibilities were. So using it there's a million ways to use it.
Sure.
Let's go to a castle.
Well, let's talk about movies because there's a phenomenon that occurred just the year before this,
2009?
2009, called Avatar.
Oh, I've heard about it.
And Jesus.
Worthington was in it.
Yes, the
Tom.
highest grossing movie of all time
Yeah.
you've heard about.
A lot of blue. A lot of blue. Too
but
much blue.
I hated that movie.
I can see that.
And for a lot of reasons. But one of the things that I'd heard a lot about that movie in the time it was released and since
Mm-hmm.
is the immersion of the people in the world. People wanted to keep going back to Pandora because of the things it felt and the things that it created and the way in which it was able to absorb and take what is current living day-to-day life, the doldrums of 2009, and project them into something else. And people would go back and back and back. And obviously the premise of that movie is avatars. You have a human who has given themselves over to another being in a different world, doing different crazy things as you are prone.
Yeah.
These are kind of elements, and it's kind of what you're describing. AI, and James Cameron has obviously been on the cutting edge of a lot of this technology in life, just prescient,
Canadian,
Titanic, and Canadian.
Yes, that's
the boy.
I forget about that sometimes.
But so that element is something I think that we all, I mean, it's ultimately what movies are, right? Like for many people, right? It's an escape. Now, I've never felt like that. I want to go deeper. I want it to actually reflect my life. Others are just looking for it to go someplace else.
Sure.
I go see a Steven Spielberg movie. I go see a James Cameron movie. I go see these creators of film to give me a world to go someplace else. Sometimes that world is familiar, and other times it's fantastical, but it is always take me with you.
Especially with those names, right?
Yeah.
They're very good at that.
That's it. And Nolan's the same. Think about any Nolan movie, even the Batman movies that you don't like or the one that you didn't like.
I like them now.
Fundamentally, that is superheroes don't exist. Put me in Gotham City. Put me in this world. And they're made with such technical craft.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Sure.
That you're like,
beautiful.
I'm here. This is a real lived-in world.
Yeah, and he works with a lot of talent.
Yeah, some
Nolan
of the best in the business, right? So
you can see why.
So it's kind of fascinating that exists, and this movie is obviously echoing that, right? And the architecture, there is something exciting about that for sure.
Yep.
And that's why people chase the AI thing, I think, is it's the benefit of I don't have the tools to create in my day-to-day life. Yep. This gives me those tools, and I can create a world for myself.
Yeah.
And even if I'm just taking your baseline, here's your blueprint, but I'm painting the walls, I'm putting the pictures up, I'm planting the flowers in the garden, and all of a sudden it's my home, but the blueprint is yours. And now it's mine, though, because it feels like I've added so many layers of my own consciousness on it that it becomes real.
Which happens in this movie.
That's the premise, ultimately.
It really is. We need to make him believe that this was his idea. That is Inception at its very core.
That's right.
And it's been done before.
He says a couple of different times trying to sell himself.
Hardy tried it. Didn't take. But this is where we get the plan.
Yes.
We're hashing it out.
We've established Fisher is the target, played by Cillian Murphy.
Of course. He's got to be in there somewhere.
Oppenheimer.
Scarecrow. Dunkirk,
yeah. He works with Nolan a lot. Worked with Neil Jordan a lot, too, the director of The Good Thief.
Now, this is not a huge role.
No, he's a great Irish actor.
But he's great.
Yeah.
He's just
fantastic.
always great. So
Always good. And
equally as good. Cheers' very own.
Tom Berenger.
Tom Berenger.
That's right. Kirstie Alley's the big finale.
Didn't take, though, if you recall, at the end.
Oh, that's right.
I just watched a Frasier episode.
No, didn't they get it?
Yes, but Sam shows up in the Frasier episode.
The Frasier, I had.
Rebecca's back at the bar. Oh, working there? No, she's just back at the bar. Just a great line. So the marriage didn't work out.
Oh, that's too bad.
So
he was a plumber.
He got a patent and got rich.
Oh, God.
Yeah. And then dumped her. Man, you got to get on Frasier, buddy.
12 more years? I can't do it.
One of the best characters, but
can't do it.
Yeah, but those are two guys that are going to play an integral role. Thank you, Philip, in the movie.
Yeah, and so the plan is that they're going to incept.
For lack of a better term.
Yeah, and I wish there were a better word. Cillian Murphy, and they're going to utilize his relationship with Browning, who's played by Tom Berenger, as we talked about, to get there. And this is the plan they're laying out. 3 levels.
But also tapping into the relationship of the father.
Oh, sure.
Through Browning.
Now, I think the history of this podcast has told you there is a lot of room if you want to dig into father and son relationships.
Yes.
It's a lot of movies to look at. It's a lot of opportunities.
But very little Peter Postlethwaite.
Sure. No, none, actually, because it's Pete Postlethwaite. And
before I said, I'm like, this is not going to be right.
Yeah.
But I went with it.
It's your attention to detail, I think, that people appreciate.
I'm not afraid to make mistakes anymore. I think that's the problem with society.
Is that because you're editing this podcast?
No, I do.
And people might not know.
But sometimes you got to go out there and just fail.
Yeah.
And that's how you learn. I was always afraid of failing, so I just didn't do it at all. It's a character flaw.
Yeah, sure.
But it's a pretty good plan.
It seems like it. Like, there's no reason. The way that this movie is so well laid out and constructed is that, okay, that's what you're going to do. You're going to have 3 levels. You're going to use that. You're going to plant the seed, the layers of your father wanted you to be your own man, drop the hint of the extra will. It's going to come like it's his idea, right? Like all of that. There's no reason to question it because it's stated with such certainty and we've successfully built the world around us that, yeah, that's what we're doing. And you're like, yeah, no problem.
Just need a really good architect, for one.
Of course, they have one. What's important about the levels is that the way that time works within, that's key.
That's integral.
Yes. They established basically that it's going to be a week at level 1.
Okay.
It was the equivalent of 6 months at level 2 and the equivalent to 10 years at level 3. So you throw in the 4th, you're going to be really, time is going to be...
decades, or maybe,
Definitely decades, because 3 is already 10 years. So if you're going even deeper, it's going to be...
It's at least 11. But yeah, if you multiply that, you're looking at centuries. Maybe.
Yeah, so pretty intense.
Crazy.
And the reason they need the architect is Cobb has said,
oh, yeah,
I can't build anymore.
No.
And you're like, well, that's interesting. Why? And nobody wants to ask that question, or nobody seems to. Cobb gets away with a lot, is maybe what I'm suggesting here.
Come on.
Nobody's really challenging, and maybe because he's the best extractor.
And handsome.
And he's good looking. But there's a lot of points in this movie where I'm going with it as an audience, but as a character, I'm thinking, what are you doing, man?
Sure.
This guy's got all kinds of problems.
Well, I think the appeal of what they're doing might allow him to get away with this, because I know you're hooked on this stuff. Hardy seems to be excited. Like Eames is like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's have some fun. I play my role. I'm the thief.
Sure.
JGL just seems like his lapdog. He's committed to him we don't know their history. And Paige is like, I love to create.
Yes.
Like, let's do this.
Yeah, her role in the thing makes the most sense to me because she's the most skeptical. I like that throughout the movie they say things like, why are you doing this? Or what are you doing?
Do you guys see what's going on here?
Do you not see how problematic this is? Do you not see what you're doing is wrong?
His ex-wife stabbed me?
Yeah. So those kinds of things I think you need to have in the movie to add a little element. But I think if there is a complaint, however minor it is how willing everybody is to go against what makes the most sense. They'll all go, oh, that's just Cobb being Cobb. Right? Like there's so little argument.
Paige gets it. Nobody else seems to.
Yeah.
Chemist is.
Have you asked why this is a thing? No. Yeah. Why not? Like it should be the first question you ask, kind of stuff. But
money talks, buddy.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm in. I'm doing it. Come on.
I'm doing it right now. You think this is a podcast? This is a dream within a dream.
Well, I'm in until this point because as we get into level 1, we get the stakes, or at least part of them, but a pretty big chunk of the steak, a big juicy steak here.
T-bone.
We find out about limbo.
Yes, and not the dance.
Which is almost equally as bad. I would never do it. Because of the sedatives.
Thanks to Yusuf.
But he has, to your point, put everyone in danger, because now it's established that if you die in the dream, you don't wake up.
Yes.
Because those sedatives have you on your ass.
Yeah, they're relying on that. Hardy even says, don't worry, just wake him up. Because Sato...
he got shot.
Sato got shot.
Yeah, he
Tourist,
took one.
uninvited.
Out of all those bullets,
yes,
I'm glad at least one registered.
I will say all the bullet work in this movie sucks.
It was like you and COD. This is how it's like to play with Phil.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say anything because you're better than me, actually, probably. Well, lately,
sure. But it is that. I'm just
slump.
I really think that's the worst thing of the movie.
I feel like it's just trying to keep us busy.
And they're getting close. Like that action sequence when they're in the taxi, level 1, they're just setting up.
It's point blank.
You're inches away from me. What are we doing here?
I don't know.
I don't like big gun sequences anyway, as you know, big action set pieces.
So at the very least do it well.
Kind of bores me. But that, I'm just like, you're better than this. Like, come on.
And especially watching it multiple times, like it's one of those that, okay, I've never liked it and never will. I'm not coming around on it.
It's like the battle on the bridge too later. Like, so again, he's trapped on the bridge as it's elevating. No one's making a move. This guy just like, what? It's like the most inert action sequence I've ever seen.
It wants to literally show us the passing of time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's pretty lame.
At least Eames gets it. Don't be afraid to imagine bigger. And he gets out this grenade launcher.
Basically, yeah.
And takes out the guy that JGL has been taking pot shots
Couple of licks here and there. Just giving away a position.
Yeah.
Speaking of Call of Duty, you wonder why maybe you're not doing so well.
That is such my style. You're the chucker.
Yeah, I do chuck.
And I don't know what the term for what I'm doing is, but it's not helpful.
Hurting us.
But the point is, at least gets him in the van, and away they go.
Yeah, they realize quickly that he is fortified.
Yeah, because Fisher's brain is militarized. So he's been trained for this.
Someone has already prepared him for what Cobb is doing. or what he
JGL
intends to do.
doesn't have a big job. Kind of shit the bed on this one.
Totally.
And I think Cobb, he gets angry at Arthur,
Really, really angry.
but no one can get angry at him. Like, we get shot, we're limbo here?
Yeah.
Like,
Cobb's the mastermind. Everyone else is just lackeys.
yeah. Now, do you understand limbo? Why we're talking about it? Do you get it? Because it can be a little bit tricky, Phil.
Yeah, I mean, it is a period of time where at intervals, the pole goes down a rung
Yeah. Okay.
to the song,
Uh-huh.
and then you go under it.
I was like, what is he
And then it
talking
gets a little lower
about? Yes, very
and
good.
a little lower.
Yeah.
So that conceptually, like, I'm on
get
point.
that.
I've known that since the beginning, since I was
Okay.
a kid.
How about in this scenario?
Oh,
of
in the movie.
Yeah. So what we do
Oh.
here.
They explain a little bit of scrambled egg brains and decades lost to time.
Possibly, yeah.
I find it a little too vague,
Vague.
let's say,
Yeah.
for it to really make a lot of sense. It's meant to be foreboding. It's meant to be threatening. It's meant to be dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to go.
But I don't think they really do a good enough job. And I prefer to think of my limbo with a song.
In a sense, it's ironic that we get so much explanation,
Yes.
but they left a little bit to the imagination of what really limbo is. Now, what I understand after the 17th watch
Okay.
is it's unconstructed dream,
Mm,
which is no architect there.
of course.
And what is there are the experiences of the people that have been there before.
Of all the people that have been into limbo before.
I would imagine the people currently hooked up to the machine.
Okay. Okay.
And only one of that group of people have been there. And you can guess who it's been.
That's corn on the cob right there.
Yeah. As we get through this movie, we'll realize that he has issues.
Clearly. The audience knows you've got a bad history of watching a movie too often.
It's happened.
I bring back, check available in the archives, of course, Saving Private Ryan, where you had it had soured, right? You had started and you're like, this is great. It became ripened,
Yeah.
and then it began to rot.
Yeah, I should go back and edit that one.
So I wonder if you've had this experience. You're saying 17 times. You clearly still enjoy it or are engaged by it. So let's talk about what are you getting out of it as you continue to watch it.
This movie is in my tier 2. I want to clarify that. Saving Private Ryan is in tier 1 with Armageddon and Pearl Harbor.
So those are the ones that you watch in real time. Tier 2, you watch at 1.5 speed.
The top tier, I've watched the movie 30 times.
Gotcha.
This and Interstellar actually are both at the top of tier 2, which I've both watched 12 to 20 times.
Okay.
So they're up there, but they're not.
Haven't quite penetrated.
We're not
that top.
Yeah, which is fortunate. They haven't soured,
Yeah.
but it could be just the filmmaking and other elements that causes souration, if you will.
I gotcha.
You got it?
Yeah. Let me write that one down.
But either way, when you've watched a movie that many times, you tend to, let's just say, the sedative starts to wear off.
I see.
if
Okay.
you will.
Yeah, a little less deep.
I don't know if you do this as well. I think we've talked about it before, but you notice other things in the movie.
Yeah, the frame is no longer just Leo in the middle. You're watching the light switch on the corner. and
Exactly.
whatever.
I do find myself doing that a little bit more in this watch, which normally is something I would be doing in watch number 3 or 4
Gotcha.
of a movie. But because there's so many questions in this one, it's kept me busy throughout the years. But
Your own charts.
Exactly. But I had a little bit of fun with this one.
Yeah.
Even right at the beginning, when Cobb is eating food,
Yes.
it looks a lot like shola, which is a dish my wife makes, which is like mung bean and rice.
Oh,
I'm
interesting.
like, I've had that.
Okay.
It's pretty good, especially if you have it at weddings. Wedding shola is the best shola.
Really?
Yeah, you want to know why?
Tell me.
Salt.
That's the key.
That's it. You just put more salt in it.
Huh.
It makes everything taste better. Do you not notice that?
No, I don't put salt on anything.
I'm putting salt in everything, and I got the blood pressure machine now. Wife
More
can't-
salt, the better.
Exactly.
I always thought it was pronounced shaola.
No. New England clam shola.
Cholaire.
But it is from another part of the world.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised. Though you do have in your family history a little bit of diversity. I guess you're
bit
too
of
busy
diversity.
eating shawarmas, I suppose.
Yeah,
But-
a lot of Lebanese food, sure, but never any shaola.
Sure. I don't want to make this a food and drink segment, if you will, but I also noticed the smallest of sips that Fisher took on that plane.
Oh, yeah. Just wet the beak.
Yeah. Is that a thing? Like,
Yeah. The reason, I mean, I don't know for sure that this is the reason. Let's be clear. You're maybe doing 36 takes, 40
okay.
takes, 50 takes. So,
Oh, so you're
you're
gonna have
taking
to
a
go
big
pee.
old gulp every time. And then you
Fill
deal
it
with continuity. You have a light sip the first take. You have a deeper sip the third take. When was the level? Now people are
Oh,
watching
so it has to
the
be the
water.
same sip every time.
The water is high, it's low, you're cutting in between. Idiots that put things like 25 fails of Inception on YouTube, right? And it's just like, what happened? Oh, watch, the cigar is long and short and long and short. Editing, movies suck. That kind of nonsense, it drives me crazy. And that's so continuity errors. It's just like, well, if I take a little sip, barely noticeable, that cup is going to be at that
Sure, yeah.
full as long as possible.
It's easier to do that than a consistent medium
That's
sip.
right. That's right.
Good point.
And if you notice the Shola scene, he's not eating it. He's just kind of playing
s-
around with it.
Slapping it.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with that. I'll tell you,
Actually, you don't want to eat too much shola, let me tell you. It's a lot of fiber.
too much salt and the fiber
And
too.
the fiber, yeah.
Yee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that at a wedding. Not the wedding night. You're going to need that. I have to tell you that I, who haven't seen the movie quite as many times as you have,
That's okay. You'll get there.
I did notice in the moments where they're on the bullet train, just setting up the initial
Yep.
trial with Sato,
Great train scene.
as they're gathering their belongings at the end, and they're wondering why he's rushing off, Cobb is, he says, I don't like trains. And he gets off. I didn't get it at first. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, because a fucking train runs through this guy's subconscious and killed him and his wife. Of course he doesn't like trains. Trains fucking ruined his whole life.
He asked for it, though.
But
That was
sure.
his choice.
I agree. But my point is just when he says that line at minute 25 of the movie, it's a throwaway. And I didn't pick up or care or notice it. And then now you watch the whole rest of the movie and you're like, well, yeah, this guy doesn't like trains. It's an easy line, but of course he doesn't like trains. And we play off the rest of the movie.
I had something else in the train scene that stuck out to me. And it's just a saying where he says, every man for himself.
Mm.
And I don't think that's a very nice thing to say. It sounds
not a nice
cool. Like, every man for himself.
Yeah,
That's a bit of a dick move.
totally. He's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
He's not a nice guy.
I know.
He's
gone through a lot.
I mean, he's obviously portrayed as the protagonist. He's our main guy. He's our go-to. But ultimately, is a fairly unreliable kind of narrator. He's an unreliable lead. He's an unreliable protagonist. And I think it pairs well with and makes more sense perhaps when paired with the fact that the true antagonist of this movie is Maul.
Oh, his ex-wife.
As JGL says, no.
Yeah.
Dead-faced, no.
I don't think it was his place to say anything about it.
Well,
He's talking out of turn.
they've got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
That particular unit has
that
a real problem.
relationship, yeah.
And Maul is a real problem, too. They all know
Yeah.
about her.
Yeah. She's shown up by this point 3-4 times.
Yeah.
She's at the beginning causing a problem. Okay, maybe that's a one-off. But
Obviously not.
certainly Paige says this is going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Have you talked to the others about this?
Totally. And they should already have established that this guy is a loose cannon and is a liability.
Denial. JGL is so...
Classic.
That's his thing.
So he's okay with it. Everyone signs off. But Maul showing up throughout is the antagonist.
I never really thought about her as
she's
as
the bad
that.
person in the
Yeah,
end.
which I think you're right.
Yeah. And it's established because she is the antagonist and because Cobb has created her, not just made her materialize into the dream as his projection, but also created and we learned made her who she is, as it were.
Yeah.
And we start peeling back all those layers, particularly in the back half of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel sympathy for her?
I don't think sympathy would quite be the right word.
Okay.
It's a complicated situation.
It's his fault. She is a projection of him and his guilt.
Who she truly was, and another line from JGL, when Paige asks her, how was she? And he says she was lovely.
Yeah.
So it's not truly her.
Yeah.
So it's hard to feel sympathetic for someone who isn't actually that person.
Isn't actually alive.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
yeah.
we're trying to have sympathy for his guilt-ridden version of her. So
Gotcha.
that's why I don't think I do. I think she's a great actress.
She's also Bane's mother.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Bane is her father in the Batman movie.
Yeah, she's in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's like a baby. Bane protects her. But she has worked with Nolan a few times.
Okay.
For me, she was, I think, kind of funny about it is after this movie, she ends up playing Edith Piaf in
Name rings a bell.
La Vie en Rose.
Mhm.
Well, she's the one who sings Je ne regrette rien, the song that wakes everybody up throughout the movie. So it's a weird coincidence because it was like 5 or 6 years later. It wasn't like on the horizon. It wasn't like an Easter egg. It just so happened that was the thing.
Well, let's mosey on down to level 2 ski. We're going to do the Mr. Charles. We're going to play that character,
classic.
which has a 0 success rate.
Yep.
Because it requires telling the subject, Fisher in this case, that this is a dream.
Yeah. Yeah. They have to expose themselves to kind of reel them back in.
Exactly. And it gives Hardy a chance to be a lady.
Yeah.
He'll do anything. I like that. He's up for it.
He's game.
I didn't think she was that pretty, though.
Me neither.
And you like blondes, I don't. So
True.
that says a lot if you're not into her. So maybe Hardy has to work on his...
He's got a couple of things to work on.
Maybe plug it into AI and see what they come up with. I like this stuff around Mr. Charles. I'm curious to see if it works out for them.
Yeah. 0% success rate really leaves you on the edge.
But I feel this movie needs a bit of a jolt. We've been kind of on a bit of a down.
Okay. You're really talking about pacing.
Yeah, pacing-wise. So
okay.
I think it's time to hear a little bit of Hans and just to have a big set piece showcase scene.
It's Shola.
Big Shola scene. And they do that here because I think they know it's time. Nolan's a smart guy.
Sure.
JGL.
Rocking it.
Yeah, this is his
It's
level.
his level. Absolutely.
He's not going any further here. So he gets to play with no gravity.
Yeah.
Because the van is, at this point,
yeah, we
waiting
talked
to hit
about
the water.
Yusuf had a bad run, and he's taking care of it.
And I thought this is a fantastic scene. The music's pumping. JGL, you don't see him in a lot of fighting scenes. And how they shoot that, I'll never know. In the
revolving set piece. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's no wonder it won visual effects.
Yeah.
It won cinematography.
Yeah.
Because this whole section is just an amazing illustration. That's what level 2 for me is about, is all of this. And it gives me a little pump of adrenaline because, like I said earlier, watching it so many times, I need a little jolt.
Yeah, a little kick, if you will.
I need a bit of a kick, yeah.
Yeah, Wally Pfister's a cinematographer, won the Oscar for it. The guy's excellent, works with Nolan up until the last couple of movies, but all of his early stuff has been him.
Falling Out, perhaps?
I think so.
Oh, that's too bad.
But really excellent and very much inclined, both of them, on in-camera, very specific way to shoot a movie.
Yeah, it seemed like a lot of camera work.
IMAX film, you know, a lot of those elements are really excellent. But for me, I have to tell you about the visual effects. For me, the real pinnacle, certainly when I first saw it and still holds up, is the introduction of Paige as architect and bringing her into Paris, the Paris that they're creating.
Yeah, how do they even get there?
And he's kind of explaining, right? Like, you know how you just show up in dreams? She's like, yeah. And you're like, yeah.
That is so true.
And I love it because it does call what we all think about dreams, calls it out. And it also happens in movies, frankly, the same. We don't watch the shoe leather of them walking from hotel room 6 down to hotel room 12. We cut to room 12.
I want to see the other part. You know that. I love the grind.
Yeah, you need to know. How do they get here? This movie is bullshit. So those elements, I think, are really clever in that moment to set it up. But what happens afterwards is this exploding at the cafe.
Yeah, pavement coming up.
Yeah, the city folding in and of itself, and they're walking up the walls, and all of those elements to me are peak visual effects. It's really selling to me. This is a dream world because everything is possible.
Yeah, that's right. The only thing I don't like about that scene is that it's actually too much for the subwoofer. If you got a mid-tier to low-tier subwoofer, I don't know if you had one at that time. I know you're in between subwoofers right
Didn't
now.
make it.
It doesn't even just rumble. It vibrates, and you don't want the vibrate. You just want the rumble.
Of course.
So I'm literally turning it down like it's too much.
Too much.
Because it's crazy.
Yeah, it is a little loud. I mean, that's a Hans thing too. You get that kind of song in its score.
Everything but the dialogue.
That's right.
You can hear
everything else. But yeah, the movie throughout obviously has great visual effects and special effects, frankly. But that is my peak for that, for sure.
Level 3, if you don't mind. A little deeper.
I'll accept.
I don't know if it's the snow.
You're a Hoth guy.
I am a Hoth guy. And I love this every time I watch this movie.
Sure.
And the cinematography.
Wally, man.
Wally Pfister?
Yeah.
Once we get to level 3, I'm like, yeah.
My least favorite.
That's fun. Really?
As you can imagine.
You don't like level 3.
All the guns, all that stuff. I'm like, yeah.
You don't like the triangle tires on the tracker?
I mean, it's cool, but it's just cool. I don't have any emotional connection to it.
What it did trigger for me, though, was the VR headset.
Talk to me.
You know I have one.
Yeah. You're living in a whole other world most of the time.
I never use it.
No.
It's under layers of dust.
Yeah. It's $1,000 well spent.
I know, and it's your fault because like, I'm getting it.
Yep.
So I had to have it.
Of course. It's a one-up mission that's going to kill us, I think. Get us divorced and broken down.
But one game that is really good is No Man's Sky. You know that I've loved that game since
day one.
Nobody loved it at day one.
Truth.
But it's come a long way.
You've really stuck with it.
I did, and it's fully supported. And it's a full world now.
Mm-hmm.
It won awards for most improved player, in sports terms.
Great.
They even upgraded the VR, so when you're in it, the graphics are pretty good for VR. As you know, they're not always like top of the line. And I've done 3 sessions in the last like 4 or 5 days of that game because of this movie.
Really?
And it's just not this scene. It's
world
not just
building.
level 3. It's the world building. It's all of it.
Okay.
And I'm loving it. And I even stand up because the character is standing. So if you want to feel it.
Do you sit when he sits?
I try to, but it's hard because the adjustment.
Yeah.
So I just stand in the ship. I'm not in the ship that often, and you don't sit in the game that often.
Okay.
But even when I'm running, I'll do a little jaunt. And I almost fell.
You had a kick.
I was just disoriented because it was too real.
Wow.
And I can handle, I don't have any motion sickness.
No, yeah. You're just in it.
But I was so immersed for a moment here, a moment there that I felt a little bit woozy. But I knew I had it under control and it would pass.
Yeah.
And just a wonderful experience. You look around and there's stars. And
yeah. We talked about that with Avatar, and we talked about that with this
I meant to bring it up then. That's what that is. Yeah.
That kind of world, man. People just want to get out of something different. What I find interesting are the VR games that are homemakers, lawn mowers, farmers.
I don't want to do that in real life.
Right. I remember playing a game called Heavy Rain, and one of the first things you do when you wake up in that game is go and brush your teeth in the washroom. And I think, do I want to be playing a game where I have to hygiene is important?
Too grindy for me.
Red Dead Revolver.
Okay.
Part 2, I remember. It's like you got to wake up, you got to cut your hair, you got to shave, you got to
Red Dead Redemption.
That's it. Maybe.
Yeah.
And you have to take care of the horse, and if the horse doesn't get brushed, then that is a level of depth that I am not at all interested in.
I think Sims was the game that
I'll
brush my teeth in Sims. I'm not brushing my teeth in any other game.
Even in real life.
I go to the dentist a couple times a year.
Yeah, as you should.
I don't have to brush.
That's it.
They'll take care of it.
They give me the whole
I
thing.
make sure I get my money's worth, my friends. Actually, flossing's more important.
That's what they say.
Yeah. So I floss at least once a day, and it's kind of personal, but I get a lot of saliva.
Okay.
It's hereditary. It's not my fault. My mom has the same problem. You get a lot of plaque if you're not careful.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Never had a cavity in my life.
Good for you.
In my adult life, my baby teeth.
If I had lived a more responsible life,
yeah,
I would have been fine. I grew up on good water, and I had the makings of having a good teeth career.
Sure.
And I blew it. And I actually chipped this front tooth.
Yeah.
Half of it's fake.
Wow.
I woke up one morning because I had fallen flat on my face on cement after a wedding reception. Woke up, put my tongue in there. This doesn't feel right.
Too much salt.
No,
at the wedding.
Yeah, too much concrete, unfortunately. And I was missing half a tooth, and I looked like an idiot. So I had to go to the dentist.
Of course.
The one thing I did have was my looks.
Yeah. You look great right now.
Yeah, and they fixed
Couldn't
it.
tell.
And I've gone to the dentist like twice a year ever since. Yeah. Sometimes 3 if I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, they say every 6 months, so twice a year is right on pace.
Yeah. But reeling it back in.
We digress.
Level 3, you mentioned not a big fan.
Yeah, just all the action stuff. Everything that happens around it, I like, because obviously the movie has to get to a point. But just the droves of people with big machinery and shooting guns, like that is just not something that interests me conceptually.
That's perfectly
But what happens there is more interesting from a plot perspective, for sure.
We know we're in Fisher's mind.
Yeah.
He thinks he's in Browning's
That's right.
mind, trying to retrieve some information that he doesn't know. Because Browning's been made out to be the bad guy.
Thanks to Eames. I like the way the camera sometimes they'll do it about 2 or 3 different times in the movie where the camera will pan and it'll be Tom Berenger's face, but it'll just slowly push beyond it, and so you're like, okay, this is
They don't explain that part of it, but whatever.
He doesn't explain how he's a woman either. We just go with it.
He's just a talented man. Yeah, he's very good.
Should be on the A team with that kind of ability.
Absolutely. Sato at this point,
he's died on 3 different levels.
Yeah,
at this point, right?
And if you go down further, you feel it less.
Yes, that's what they say.
But now he's even feeling it in level 3.
Yeah.
Luckily, Hardy gives him a little grenade. You just watch. You
hang tight. Yeah.
I'm gonna go plant some explosives because they got to prepare a kick at this point because they missed the kick.
They missed it.
That
There's
is
a big
important.
avalanche thing. My thing, and I have to tell you
Avalanche?
this avalanche. I don't know. What I think is interesting about that is, we talk a lot about decisions that are being made and who's responsible for them and why do you go along with it. And, sometimes it's movie, sometimes it's plotting, sometimes it's Rob. And I think to myself, of everybody, and this is maybe a things to do in Denver when you're dead type of situation.
Oh, I was critical of
yes, you were.
certain elements of that movie.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, my friend.
Arguable.
I urge you.
Load it up. Check
Watch
out the
it.
archives.
Yeah.
But my thought on this situation was, is Sato really the guy that you sign off on going to handle the situation? Cobb's like, I'm going to hang back. And Ariande, you stay with me. And Eames, you go a different direction.
Yeah.
Fisher is the most important piece of this entire equation. We'll give the guy that's already died twice in levels 1 and 2. Yeah. He's on protection duty. Ridiculous.
I knew something was off about that.
It's a little off
Not
to me.
sure. But we have to set up the scene.
Of course.
Where Cobb is with, how do you say the name?
Ariadne?
I want to say Ariane.
One of the worst names in film history.
Does Nolan have a habit of doing that, or is it just...
I don't know, but this is the worst. I mean, everybody in this, Eames,
I like
Cobb.
Eames, but they need to be together, I guess, because they're the only one that really knows what's going on. They have walked in on him multiple times dreamating.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Please explain to the audience.
Back in the warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
he's off in a corner on the machine.
Yeah.
And they've even jumped in and say, What are you doing? What are you doing in here?
Stop doing this.
Yeah. You're dreaming by yourself is where the term derives from.
Sure.
I'm pretty happy with
What's the combination of words you're putting together there?
Nice try. Use your imagination for a change. And this is where Maul appears.
Mm-hmm.
And he's ready to shoot, but he doesn't know who it is
He's
yet.
not that ready to shoot.
No. And I think Ariande, shoot her. I don't know if he says it like that.
Yeah. They're basically saying, it's Maul, I can tell, do it.
Yeah.
And he hesitates, and she shoots Fisher.
Yeah, man down.
Man down.
He is, I'm not going to use the same word again, but very key to level 3. Okay?
Yeah, he's the reason they're there.
Yeah.
He's the reason everything is happening.
That's the problem.
And if he dies, he's going to be in limbo.
But it's all set up for this to happen. So from a movie-making perspective,
of course,
it all makes sense.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, here it is, Maul again.
Yeah. She's pesky. But Paige is the one that comes up with the plan B.
Yeah.
Now that Fisher's dead, in limbo.
Yeah.
They've missed their ticket out.
Yep.
JGL's doing his thing.
He's doing what he can.
He's making it work.
Yeah.
This is why he was hired.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He doesn't do very good back checks.
Yeah, he's bad on the research, but he's a man of action.
But the idea is we go down even further.
One more level.
And this is something new I got from this viewing. The shore of the subconscious.
Give me more. I did not hear that.
That's where him and Maul spent a lot of time, which is code word for limbo, I believe.
Okay.
And that's where they built their world and lived there for 50 years.
That's right. And they say, we're going to have to go looking because I know where he is. This is where she wants me to be.
It's got to be down there.
I guess so. This kind of stuff feels a little contrived at this point in the movie. I really hated, if you want to go back to my original comment, like I was already like kind of fluctuating and wrestling with it.
You're walking up towards the DVD player and you're ready
but that last little bit where it's sort of like, hey, just go to level 4. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
It'll work out.
Where's Maul? Oh, she's at level 4. We'll just go find her in level 4. No big deal.
What's she doing there? I locked her up down there.
Yeah, I locked her up down there. Why is Fisher there? I don't know, because she wants me to go. It also felt really contrived in this moment. I was more accepting of it the second time.
Yeah, it's sort
but
of
it is a little
sense.
weak to me.
It's hard to explain because she's not even real. She's dead, but she wants to be together.
Yeah, he is manipulating her to manipulate him into the situation.
It's a lot of manipulating, and it all started with probably a woman. That's all I'm saying. But regardless.
They find Fisher. They find Maul.
Yeah.
And this is a real heart-to-heart moment. Now, I remember first time watching this being pretty moved by it. What were your thoughts now having seen it 17 different times, maybe 18? Where you're at with this particular convo?
Keep in mind, a lot of those watches were late at night.
Sure.
I just love this movie. I'm going to put in Inception. I don't even know if I got to this scene. This scene still hadn't really sunk in until this viewing.
Okay.
It really clicked with me.
Okay.
The whole theme around the guilt that Cobb's character is feeling.
Yeah.
The whole idea of him planting the idea of this isn't real and his intentions for doing that in the first place, which I believe were sincere, caring.
Let's get back to real life.
Real
life.
Like I have to get back to reality.
Yeah.
This should work.
50 years down there may have only been a week up there or whatever that mess, but we need to get back.
Yeah, it was a long time, and they have this whole visual display of them growing old together. Her emotionality, the power in that.
Very good performance.
On both sides,
Yep.
especially her. But I really understood the planting of the idea. And then he goes in and gets her totem.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, okay.
Which you're not supposed to do.
No, you don't do that. Rule number
Classic
4,
Cobb.
actually. Yeah, he does a lot of things he's not supposed to do.
Yeah.
So it really got to me.
Yeah.
I always felt something is happening here.
Yeah, like this is supposed to be a moment.
Yeah, and now I understood it.
Okay.
To why she was suicidal, because it became that cancer.
Mm-hmm.
This still isn't real. Like, I understood it, why she killed herself, like
Sure.
bits and pieces, but this just put it
It
all.
just crystallized. In
It
this
really
moment.
did. It
Yeah.
put it all together and boom, hit me. And
Is it because you're living with a lot of regret?
honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I've put myself into mental prisons.
Yeah.
And haven't allowed myself to get out.
Mhm.
And I recognize it now.
Sure.
And I'm working through it,
Yeah.
fortunately.
Totally.
It really all hit home for me this particular time. And this doesn't happen often for me, where I can watch a movie this many times and still feel
No, you're
more.
usually dead inside, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
sort of the joke,
absolutely.
right?
So it was a nice change of pace, I would
Yeah,
say.
totally. I would say there's something similar in that I didn't necessarily have that resonance quite so deeply as you,
Mhm.
but it is definitely, as you get older, I think,
Mm-hmm.
this is,
Yeah.
16 years ago. That's a long life
that's true.
in that time.
Yeah.
My world has changed.
Yeah.
One minute I'm dating, next I'm married, next I'm divorced, right? Like this is a world that changes over time.
I'm trending up, which is good.
That's right.
but yeah, in 20 when it came out and years after, it hadn't really resonated.
No, you
with
weren't
me.
even open to it or even lived the life. And now as you're coming out, you're maybe a little bit more aware, as I am, of the mistakes made in the past and questionable behaviors. And
It's like, yes, I get that.
yeah,
I'm feeling that right now.
I've put things in that box, in that safe that are not to be touched, So I think the movie does a really good job of that. And I think to your point, the performances are such that they can draw you in, even if the stuff that gets me there, I think is a little contrived, a little easy, right? Oh yeah, level 4. Paige is totally like, yeah, we can do it, right? Like everyone's just so willing,
little
like,
easy,
no problem. We spent 2 hours talking about how the complexity of level 3 and nobody could possibly, right? And then 4 is like, yeah, let's go, right? But the payoff, I think, it makes it worthwhile.
And that's a big thing for me, is the payoff.
Of course it is.
Let's not forget about one more character.
Yeah, the tourist.
One would say, why even go back for him at this point? He's
I would say
lost.
that.
Yeah,
When I watched the first time, just going,
Yeah.
like, why are we even looking for this?
exactly.
Guy? Why do I care?
If we don't bring Sato back,
Mhm.
Cobb isn't going back to America. This is not a financial heist.
No,
This is, I need to get back to my kid's heist.
Yeah.
It might be financial for Yusuf because he's getting his cut.
that's right.
He has to go for Sato. He does not have an alternative. And Paige at this point,
Gets it?
you grab Fisher, you take that kick.
They're improvising.
That works for me. You fall off.
It feels like it's the same thing as everything else that they said wouldn't work. Like the kick wouldn't work if, right? Like,
That's a lot of floors.
yeah, I guess so.
know.
When it happened, it just felt like, oh, it doesn't feel like it's the right answer. But
It's something to do with the
defibrillator.
This defibrillator.
Yeah.
So just gotta buy
yeah,
into
it works
that.
for me. Again, I'm not asking.
Yeah.
It's more of a question.
But they look at Cobb as like, I get it.
Mhm.
And I think the most powerful line just to end that scene is he says, "You're not my wife.
Yeah.
You're not that.
Yeah.
You're not caring. You're not these things."
With all your perfections and imperfections, you're still not who she is or who she was.
And the way he's delivering that,
He's great. He's a great actor.
he's moved on, and like the guilt is,
Subsiding.
yeah, it is. And again, I think his intentions weren't malicious.
No, I don't think
At all.
I don't think it's presented as such.
Yeah, getting Paige hooked on this world is probably more malicious.
Sure.
Knowing that this is like a heroin drug.
Yeah.
Where if you
Pure creativity.
pure creativity, of course you're gonna come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should
Also,
do that.
man, this is like Rob in Everest, man.
Yeah.
You're dragging a whole team into
Yeah.
this thing because of your shitty decisions, and you run the risk that everyone's going to die.
It's really Michael Caine's fault.
Yeah.
He made the introductions.
Should have done it.
Father-in-law.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, no, you're right. I
Yeah.
watched it, and that's the thing. Doesn't make any
He's
sense.
an enabler.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Signed off on it. Bad news.
And we spoke about SPR a couple times,
Mm.
oddly enough.
Mm-hmm.
This reminded me of that because I forgot about the beginning of this movie. We start with old Sato.
Yes.
He ends up
An old
on,
man living with regret.
Yeah, he's on the beach again. He's on the shore of the subconscious, which is why I think that's part of the whole limbo scenario.
Okay.
Finds him, Shola, Chow time.
Share a little shola.
Yeah. It's like, I can do this in one take. Let me eat.
I'm hungry.
And filled with regret. A line that we've heard probably three or four times.
Yeah.
And that's very important.
Yeah, there's a few of those types of lines.
And I'll tell you why it's important. Because I have a feeling you think those two characters skipping levels, getting right back to the airplane, was even easier than what we've just
100%.
seen. Those lines are the only thing which allows me to say, okay, it's so powerful, like you've laid those out throughout the movie, that it'll trigger.
Just the shock of seeing Cobb will pop him.
Yeah.
Wow,
It'll bring
that's
him
a
out.
big leap.
It is.
Big
and
leap.
we don't see them going up the levels, really.
Yeah, no, we don't. They just wake up in a plane.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah. But, movie's over.
What do you do? Almost.
Yeah.
But my real question about that, the real issue I take with it, is what if he doesn't find Sato?
Yeah. Limbo is big, from my understanding.
Limbo. So you are down there for
millennia, maybe.
That plane flight will land.
Yeah.
At LAX. You've been there.
That's it. Yes.
Your body is sitting in the seat, hooked up to this machine, which we get a couple camera shots of it, but we don't know anything really about it.
Sure.
There's a button.
Yep.
I saw a button.
Dispenses all the...
whatever. You know.
Yeah.
What do you do with the body?
You're just circling. You only have so much fuel in the plane, so it's like if you're not... Yeah.
At what point are you determined dead in the real life?
Yeah.
I've nudged this guy many times. I've poured water on him.
Yeah.
I've defecated on him. I don't know what else to do here. But at what point do you declare him dead in the real life?
The question they don't answer.
Yeah. If you're in a warehouse and you have the space and the time and the IV, I guess, like you're being fed, like so you can survive by being there. But if you're in someone's way in the real world, like what's this guy hooked up here?
Yeah.
We need this seat for the next flight.
Yeah, I mean, about the airline, so there isn't a next flight, I suppose. I think the thing with the movie is, obviously, it's wrapping up. And it's wrapped up a number of other bows, let's say. This is the least of their problems. But I agree, it's a bit contrived.
It's just one thing I've always wondered, and it's like one of the few things that will not get answered.
Yeah.
However, I think I answered the final scene.
Oh, pray tell.
It's a bold statement.
Hit me with it.
With my best shot, I will do that. Totems we've established.
Yes.
Loaded die.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Chess
it was
piece.
a bishop. I thought it was a rook, but you're right. It was a bishop.
Come on.
Call.
Come on.
You know your chess. And Maul's thing. Top. Yeah, the spin top.
Yeah.
We kind of start thinking it's his because he's using it.
Sure.
So here we are. Michael Caine. Nice enough to greet him at the airport.
Sweet guy.
We've seen the home in his dreams. And it still has that dreamy feel.
Yep.
Did you feel that?
Totally. A little ethereal.
Yeah. So I
fuzzy.
think we know what Nolan's doing here. He wants us to question. Camera is on the spin top, and it fades to black. And so we don't know.
We don't know.
But I do.
Tell me.
Throughout the film, we have seen images of his kids.
Yes.
But never their faces.
Truth.
Ever.
Yeah.
When he's Mr. Charles, they're just randomly there.
Yeah.
And I think somehow that's actually his totem.
The kids are his totem.
The kids are his totem. When he's in a dream, he can't see their face. When he's in reality, he can see their face. And here we are in reality.
I think that's a reasonable and good argument, I would say. The only issue I have with it is...
Oh, there's issues with it.
Well, the only one that pops in my brain is when he is talking to Maul in the dream... I believe it's in the dream. She is saying, here's the kids when they're arguing at the table in level 4.
Yeah, like they are real.
They are real. Look, don't you want to see James? Don't you want to see Philippa? Which Philip, another. Don't you want to see Philippa? And he purposefully turns away from them as if they would have turned their faces to him, but he doesn't want to see it. So that becomes him making the choice not to see it.
That's a valid point. I do know the scene that you're talking about. It pokes a couple holes, sure, in my theory. It's his, last-ditch effort.
Sure.
To stay here. And he's afraid that if he does see their face, that he'll succumb.
He'll confuse his reality with the dream like she confused her reality with the dream. And it's his subconscious, so he's asking himself those questions.
Yeah, so I think he's just fighting it.
Okay.
I think he's fighting it. He wants to ensure that he doesn't see their face. He wouldn't have because that's a totem.
Yeah, yeah.
If he had,
by your theory.
Yeah, my theory.
I'll take it. I mean, it's open for interpretation. That's
I
the
haven't
nice
looked
thing
it
about
up.
the movie.
Yeah. I think Nolan purposely left it open.
Of course he did.
But do you think he has an answer? Do you think he's like,
I think so,
this is
but-
my intention? Because I don't think he's ever.
No, but if you look at all of his movies, they have some level of ambiguity throughout
Yeah.
it, right?
But the argument is it feels dreamy, but he sees their face. So it kind of conflicts with each other.
Yeah.
Take the totem out of it because it cuts to black before we know. So who cares? It
Yeah.
doesn't matter. So that's the.
No, he's definitely playing with an audience, 100%. And that's the beauty of this movie, and that's the beauty of him as a filmmaker, and that's the idea. You ask the questions, and Stanley Kubrick did the same. The best directors kind of do, and not every movie has to be like that, but when there's questions to ask, they ask it, and it's up to you to answer them. It's good art.
It's good art.
Well, David, I'm sure it goes without saying, but just for the audience, is this stayed on the shelf?
It was never really in question.
Okay.
It's a matter of what part of the shelf. But since I have it in 4K, it's in the 4K section. This has staying power for 3 or 4 reasons, I would say.
Okay.
As long as I'm still curious about the movie, I want to have access to it. So that's one reason why it's staying. It's what got me into Nolan. So there's sentimental value.
Sure.
The things I don't like about the movie have always been there. So nothing's getting added to the list.
Okay.
And that's important.
Totally.
And I'm still finding new things. Like this totem thing, this happened after this watching. So if I'm still asking questions and I'm getting some answers, I think there's still value to watching the movie. It's an easy stay on the shelf for me. And even when I'm not nodding, but I've seen this a lot, I am a little bit bored. Hans Zimmer, the scene where they get off the plane and they're just making eye contact with each other. It's that payoff scene for me. No matter what I've felt for the last 2 hours and 24 minutes, I know it's sitting there waiting for me. Similar to movies like Unbreakable.
Sure. That whole thing, that whole movie, you lived up for that 40
Honestly,
seconds at the end.
It really, and it's the score. It's a Howard in that
Yeah.
case.
Yep.
Another guy I love who worked
course.
on Blood Diamond with Leo. There's a connection there.
Yeah.
The whole score of the movie, it's good. This is the one that's on my Spotify.
Okay.
It's called In Time. And I'm in love with it. So it's a mainstay, if you will.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Now, I know this is on your shelf because you told us.
Yeah.
And I wasn't surprised. But I want to ask you the same question because you had different experience with it a little. Has it lost anything for you because of that one viewing? I imagine it's still in the eye section of your shelf.
Yeah.
But have your feelings changed about it at all?
Well, I'm going to answer your question, even though you've already answered it, it seems. A lot of exposition there. Allow me to answer the question. Yeah, what's interesting is there was a time in that watch where I thought, I'll never watch this movie again. It's over. It had peaked, whatever had happened, and I was done with it.
It was
and I wouldn't need this. It
edge
would
of
go
your
off
shelf.
the shelf.
And like,
Yeah.
wow.
I don't need this. I'm never going to watch it again.
Okay.
Luckily, there was a follow-up. And with that follow-up, it was sort of reaffirmed its spot on the shelf. It's incredible. And even the things that don't make sense are so forgivable because the presentation, all the pieces, all the elements, the way it's put together is so interesting, entertaining, compelling that I'm willing to forgive it. And that's the mark of a good movie. We've talked before. When a movie isn't working, you notice 1,000 things wrong with it. And when a movie is, the same 1,000 things could be wrong, but it doesn't matter because you like it.
Yeah.
And that's what this movie is. When I watch it, if I want to be critical, I can say things like, what the hell is level 4 and why is it so easy to get to and why is it so easy to leave and Limbo, how in this vast chasm.
I'll have answers for you eventually.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to keep on watching.
But I think that's the beauty of the movie. But who cares when you're watching it? Because as it gets to that level, it feels earned even if it feels bullshit. So there's no reason to question it because it all feels natural and part of the story. And that's the mark of a great filmmaker, great writing and good performances and everything like that. So it's happily on the shelf. I'm really happy that I was able to take a beat and go from that pretty horrendous experience. I really didn't like this movie.
Yeah.
And kind of investigate why and realize, put a better perspective on my day, as it were, and watch it with clear eyes and be like, yeah, I don't know, I was just an idiot.
That's happened to me.
Sure.
Yeah. I've been there, Phil.
Sure. With Saving Private Ryan.
That's one example.
Right? It's a movie that you're like, this, I don't know if it's doing the thing. And then you watch it a month, 2, 3, 6 months, whatever. And you're like, what the hell was I talking about?
Yeah, I thought it was your pick.
Yeah.
That's how bad I thought
That's
it
how
was.
bad it was. So yeah, it's a great film. I'm happy to have watched it.
It's hard to argue having a movie that won 4 Oscars and nominated, I think, for 4 more
Sure.
to not be on.
Well, no, I don't care
Anybody's
about
show.
Oscars at all. I think that
No, you don't even watch it.
I watch it every year, and I love conceptually the Oscars,
Okay.
but I don't think it's a merit.
Okay.
If you look at the winners,
History, yeah.
who gives a shit? Questionable.
At best.
Well, that's the movie. Thanks for listening. We do ask that you rate the podcast 5 stars, subscribe so you never miss an episode. Next week, we've got coming off of My Shelf. We're going back into left field.
Oh.
Deep left field.
Deep left center or just left field?
Well,
Because it's left center's a little bit further, just saying.
okay, well, then we're going deep left center.
Okay.
Absolutely. We're going to put the shoes back on Joe.
Oh, we're going to head into spring training?
Spring training.
Woo. All right. Okay.
Talk to you next week, folks.
Sounds good. Bye-bye.